Okay, today we're gonna make a smoked trout dip. It's very simple. It's one of the favorites here at the club. They love it. But we'll start out here by like one shallot. Use a little knife today. And more. Okay. One shallot, chop it up nice and fine. I've been making this dip for years. I've made it like so many different ways. You can use any kind of smoked fish. We use a smoked trout here. In Florida, I use amberjack. South Carolina, people use smoked mullet. Any kind of smoked fish will work with this. It's really good. This is a really good dip. This is quick too. You can make this dip ahead of time. It actually is better the next day in the refrigerator. Okay, so we have our smoked trout. Take the skin off. Skin off here, and two nice fillets. This is cold smoked, where it's brined, and then it's cooked. Then it's smoked in an offset smoker, where the smoker will be several feet away. The heat will be several feet away from the product that you're smoking. And what it does, it just allows it to like smoke cure, and the brining cures the fish, and you get this type of texture. One of the main things with this is do not add salt. This is very salty because it's brined. So what we're going to do, we're just going to flake this up in the bowl here. I'm just going to take my hands, pull it apart. You don't want to put this in a food processor. You put it in a food processor, it just beats this thing to death, and it really beats all the salt out. Ends up being super salty. So just gonna go through it. A lot of times this little tail part, I won't use that because it's really hard. So okay, flaking this salmon up nice. That little tail off of there. Okay, just flaking it up. You'll see it'll want to flake up. You ever make this with smoked mullet, dude? Smoked mullet is an absolute delicacy. I love to add it in my shrimp and grits. Okay, so we got this pretty. When we stir it up, it's going to break up more. Okay, so that, then we're going to use a little bit of dill. Go through and get the big stems out. Dill adds a nice. Dill just goes so well with fish. Just brings out the taste of the ocean. You know, goes well with everything. Just dill a chop. Okay, dill's in there. Then juice a half a lemon. A little bit of garlic powder, not too much. Garlic powder, onion powder, hot sauce. I like to use Old Glory hot sauce or Louisiana hot sauce. These two hot sauces, they're like made for fish. So put a little bit in there, not too much. Some Worcestershire sauce. Shot of Worcestershire sauce. And fresh ground horseradish. You know how much, about that much. I guess like a tablespoon and a half, a little more. Mayonnaise, I like Duke's mayonnaise. People have their preferences with Duke's. The mayonnaise just lightens it up from the cream cheese. Okay. And then I'm going to use half of one of these. I'll start off with half of one of these cream cheese. All right, that's it. Now we're going to just work it in there. tasting spoon. It's really good. Okay. So there you have it, smoked trout dip. I'll show you how it looks on a cracker. GoPro stopper. All right, I'm using Melba toast. My favorite. I like the old school for fish dip. I just like the old school saltines. It's what I grew up having, and I just love them. But I don't know, they're frowned upon in this establishment, so I hardly ever use them. Okay, take a little bit of fish dip here. You know, when you flake it up, it still has a nice body to it. People can still, they can taste, they know what they're eating, you know. It'll be all chefy. We'll garnish it here. A little sprig of dill right on top. Sprig of dill right on top. There we go. I made two. One for me and one for you. There it is. Smoked trout dip. Easy to make. Make it at home. Wow your friends. And thank you very much, and please like, subscribe, and share.